What's up everybody? Omid from Succeed with Omid here. I've been getting a lot of requests for booty exercises and ab exercises. So I figured, hey, two birds, one stone, why not? The clam shell. Glute med exercise, open up the knee, get into the butt, right? Here's the problem. I've never met anybody that actually does this right out of the gate. Physical therapists will often assign this exercise to people that have knee problems, back problems, trying to get the butt active. But the challenge is they never tell people that they actually have to use their abs to hold the hips still. Let's talk about the glute med for a quick sec. Attaches up somewhere about here, comes around, comes to that leg, and does this rotation. Here's the problem. If we don't hold our abs still, this part of the quad will. If you ever had TFL problems, rectus femoris problems, that side of the quad, you know what that feels like. It starts leading all this lower back pain, and life sucks. What I kind of tell people to do is pretend like you got to go to the bathroom really bad, and you're going to brace through your balls, through your lower abs, and through your obliques at the same time. You're going to brace that hip completely, and the big part of the butt's going to hold tight. And just the side of the butt, grab it, actually touch it, and make sure it's working. What ends up happening is a lot of people, the first few times they do this, they start to realize that, oh my god, this is actually an oblique exercise. This muscle is resisting the urge for us to fall backwards into this movement or extend into the back. What I always tell my athletes especially is that if you can't do about 50 of these guys, smooth, slow, controlled, without touching, you're not ready for doing things like skating, squatting, lunging, running, jumping at all. This muscle is pretty critical for almost anything we do. If you're having trouble with this, what you can do is you can always get next to a wall. I've got a box here, so I'm going to use it. Put the bottom butt into the corner of that wall and the top butt against it. So now I'm perpendicular to the ground. Now what's going to happen is the second I try and lift this knee, my butt on the top wants to go backwards. And now I can't. That wall's going to hold me in place. I got to brace through and get up into that butt. Making sure this corner of the hip doesn't fire. If it starts firing on you, pulling the knee up this way, straighten the legs a little bit more and keep it lower. Really squeezing through the butt. If you've got this on lock and you don't need the wall, one thing you can do is always add weight to this. A lot of people like doing side planks for the obliques. Phenomenal exercise. But why don't I just add another joint stability into here? I've got the shoulder working, the lats working, my chest is working, teres major, all my oblique now. Other hand on the ground, and now I've really got to control this, keeping a completely straight spine the whole time, and my butt is on fire. Pretty fit dude, but this is actually making my heart rate go up too, because there's a lot of stuff going on here. Last point that I want to point out real quick. The bottom leg sometimes wants to press into the ground to push me backwards too. The inner thigh on the bottom leg right now is on fire, trying to hold even tension here, and it's just this leg, it's shaking. I'm not tightening the neck. If you don't have a yoga block you can put your head on, the pillow will work just fine, or you can just try and hold your arm here, do the best you can. Just make sure you don't collapse that shoulder. If you start feeling lower back, inner thigh here, all of this corner of the hip, you're done. Like I said, shoot for 50 of these guys. If you can't shoot for 50, you need to work on something, all right? Abs, butt, obliques, you name it, this works it all, all right? Beautiful warm-up, enjoy it, have fun, and like always, I'll talk to you guys later.